Water skiing is a sport that can be done by men as well as women. Pierre Camp, several times European champion, tries to impress Christelle Ballestero on the Moria Lagoon and gets the beautiful skiers to reply in figures and slaloms.
In the town of carelessness too long. So now I'm seeking for true love, baby. Hitchhiking, hitchhiking for love. Hitchhiking, stop and take me with you. Hitchhiking, hitchhiking for love. Waiting for you to pick me up. Yeah.
the magnificent lagoon of Moria, bewitched by the magic skis of Pierre Camain. A hypnotic presentation by a master of slalom skiing to entrance even the Polynesian gods. Pierre Camain, European champion of slalom skiing, confirms his title. It's true that once you've tried and done every possible figure and combination of barefoot skiing, it can get a little dull. Florent Camain decides to use the Top Guns of Pacific Helicopter for a thrilling ride. Of course, it's all taking place in Moria, his favorite playground. Artistic downhill skiers started the craze, being airborne. Now, the water skiers have taken over. In Florida, jumpers on the professional water skiing circuit don't hesitate to take off in somersaults and daring spins.
Americans are famous for their unparalleled imagination when it comes to creating new water sports. The numerous lakes in Florida have made this state a water skiing paradise. With over 17 million followers, it has been one of the most practiced sports in the States for over 6 years. A competitive circuit crosses the Sun Belt, from Southern California to Florida. One of the most spectacular events, the jump. The idea here is to reach the ski jump at maximum speed, to be launched in the air, and then soar as high and as far as possible. While watching their cousins, the ski jumpers, water skiers felt their sport was missing something, so they invented freestyle.
Freestyling it's a culmination of all three events: slalom, jumping, and trick skiing. So we're like the whole sport wrapped up in one.
We watch the snow skiers. The only difference is we have a rope to contend with, and we have to pass the handle around a lot. Well, then the snow skiers have a kick to the ramp when we don't have the kick as well. It's a little bit I don't want to say difficult, but it's along the same lines. I started skiing at Cypress Gardens, and to be in the shows at Cypress Gardens, you need to learn how to do the flips and gainers and such. So that's basically how I got started. I ski 4 or 5 days a week in a ski show, and then I ski here on the tournaments during the weekends. Most of the freestyle skiers you see are from Cypress Gardens or SeaWorld here in Central Florida, and then we travel all around the United States and the world competing on the tour. The ski show serves as a lot of training for us, but between shows we do a lot of practicing. It gets a little tiring after a while, but I guess that's what we do best, and it kind of evolved. We don't get a whole lot of practice time in, but you know, we have fun at it.
So how many days a year do you spend at the hospital?
Well, I had major knee surgery and shoulder surgery, and other than that, I've been okay. Oh, not too much. We have to spend a few sessions with the chiropractor and working on your back. Sometimes you break a few ribs.
No, knock on wood, I've only been in there once, and it was for some bruised ribs, but I hope I don't go back.
Top-level slalom water skiing is highly dangerous, a sport of dazzling accelerations. Against the background of Tahitian Lagoon, his body horizontal to the water, Pierre Calment, European champion of this specialty, explains the secrets of this aquatic thrill.
Several falls later, once the basics have been mastered, monoskiing emerges as a stimulating and challenging sport. The ski is usually made of fiberglass, a material that combines flexibility in the turns and stiffness in the accelerations. 1.7 meters long, the sole is slightly hollowed to better grip the waves. In Moria, 27-year-old European champion Pierre Calment helps us understand the intricacies of his sport. After passing the starting gate, the skier must go around the first buoy on the right, then around 5 more buoys, starting from the left, right, left, and pass through the exit gate on the other side. Starting gate, 6 buoys to go around, and exit gate. The boat drives down the middle of the channel at 58 kilometers an hour. After each successful run, the rope is shortened. Such is the challenge of slalom racing. Skiers usually start with a rope 18 meters long. After his first successful run, Pierre Calment goes to a 14, then a 13-meter rope. The secret of slalom lies in the repetition of the same movements, over and over again. To perfectly coordinate spurts of speed, braking, and turns, all in a matter of a few seconds. Body leaning away from the boat, legs bent, the position must be perfect. With the rope shortened to 12 meters, only pros remain in the competition. Extensive training enables the skier to withstand muscle-wrenching accelerations. Excellent physical condition is a must. When you know that the buoy is 11 meters 50 from the boat, you can well understand why the skier is almost lying on the water. The shorter the rope, the faster the skier. As the distance between the buoys remains the same, with a rope 11 meters 25, the turns become brutal as the skier crosses the wake of the boat at over 100 kilometers an hour. Everything happens in a flash. Even a Porsche couldn't keep up the pace. The timing must be perfect. The ski almost touches as it rounds the buoy. The slalom is also a fight. Few skiers in the world get down to 10 meters 75. When you're 75 centimeters short to reach the buoy, it's time to get the adrenaline flowing.
Americans have vivid imaginations. A few years ago, they invented the knee board, a cross between the bodyboard and the water ski. As much as it allows spectacular moves, it also calls for frequent visits to your knee doctor. Sometimes, an entire family suffers from skiing fever. It happened to Pierre Carmin, several times European water skiing champion, and his cousin, Florent Carmin, European champion of barefoot skiing. A family reunion leads to a spectacular display on a Tahitian lagoon.
At Far Airport in Papeete, Tahiti, people disembarking have traded their winter clothes for summer attire. The temperature here is 27 degrees centigrade at night. Pierre Carmin and his cousin Florent, water skiing specialists, are regular visitors to these Pacific islands. They've just walked away with 5 medals at the European Championship in water skiing and barefoot skiing. Here, in the most beautiful lagoon in the world, they've come to enjoy a well-earned rest. Far from the cold and the snow, it's difficult to resist the call of the warm emerald water. Difficult? No, impossible for the Carmin cousins, who are free to enjoy themselves, free from the constraints of imposed figures of international competition. Florent, who usually uses the soles of his feet as skis, combines the thrills of surfing and water skiing with a mutant board, the Skirfer. Pierre Carmin, loyal to his art, prefers to attack the wake of the boat on his small figure ski. The helicopter hovering over the coconut grove appears to watch its prey. Suddenly, it gains altitude. It's Florent Carman's new game: to switch from a boat tow to a helicopter tow without interruption. A perilous exercise not guaranteed to work every time. This spectacular fall at more than 65 kilometers an hour hasn't discouraged him. Better timing and more risk-taking from the pilot, and it might just work out. But watch out for the tail. The helicopter is only 2 meters from the skier. More spellbinding feats. Take an offshore that thinks it's a Ferrari and let it tow you, sitting on a giant buoy at over 100 kilometers an hour. Takeoff is guaranteed. What a jolt! End of playtime for you, but not for them. The lagoon will keep eternally its emerald water. Pleasant dreams.
The American Ron Scarpa, several times barefoot skiing champion, is one of a kind. His impressive muscular build allows him daring innovation at over 70 kilometers an hour on the Mexican waters of Cancun.
Dan Shapiro is a man obsessed with flying his skiboard. That's probably why he's earned his nickname, the Scud, because you never know when or where he'll land. Anyway, when he does land, it's just to blast off again. To beat the world record for barefoot jumping, Florent Camin had to find a helicopter able to pull him up the ramp to come shooting off into the sky at 85 kilometers an hour. All of this, of course, on his bare feet.
South Pacific, Tahiti. Those magic words are a reality here in Moorea, Tahiti's sister island. Miles and miles of beaches create an exceptional scenery that Florent Camin, European barefoot water skiing champion, has made his private playground. Winter morning at the Club Med. Florent wants to try out a long-standing dream, to be the first skier to jump more than 25 meters on the bare soles of his feet. What Florent is after is speed. The outboard stays on the beach, and he'll be towed by a helicopter. At the controls, Pierre Galivron, a master of fun sports in his own way. The reinforced padded outfit is indispensable to absorb the shocks, especially when you hit the water. The helicopter is flying low at over 85 kilometers an hour, and the target is very narrow, not only for the skier, but also for the pilot. Falling on the ski jump is out of the question. Jean-Louis Auguel, a notary public, checks the distance. The Australian Kevin O'Mahonet's record of 21 meters is easily conquered. Florent Camin has just logged in the best world performance in barefoot jumping, with a jump of 28.9 meters. If this kind of adventure tempts you, better make sure you have iron heels.
Emmerich Bennett, 1989 world champion of figure water skiing, is no amateur when it comes to alternating jumps and turns at an infernal pace. He meets up with Pierre Camin on the fabulous lagoon in Moorea to celebrate his title.